Hey, Treasure and Fan Joe Pal, Big D back here again with a April movie challenge update. So, I know a few people wrote me out recently and talked about the movie challenge, and they've got this stuff, and people are starting to watch the movie. So, I wanted to do a weekly update where I talk about what I've watched, and then I'll allow you to leave me some comments down below of what you thought of maybe what you watched this week. So, I only got 2 in so far this week, but that's pretty good. The 2 that I did watch was the first one I watched was Animal House. Honestly, can you ever go wrong with this movie? Without a doubt, probably one of my top 5 comedy movies of all time. This is just an amazing movie with an amazing cast. It's always fun to watch this. I probably watch this movie once or twice a year easily. It is so funny. It's John Belushi. What a loss, man. I mean, I can only imagine what he would have done moving forward. I mean, everything works about this movie. This was National Lampoon's first movie they ever did. National Lampoon was a magazine for many, many years. They decided to branch off into movies. This is the first movie they ever did. It almost didn't happen. I was reading some stuff about this. It almost didn't happen. The studio wasn't happy. They wanted a big name in the movie, and even though John Belushi at the time was big, he was only big on Saturday Night Live. There was no major theatrical actors in the movie, and so they approached Donald Sutherland to do a movie. And I think he filmed all of his stuff in a couple days. And he was the highest paid actor, and he also got like a percentage of the haul from the overall theatrical release. So he ended up making a ton of money. He apparently made more money than Belushi did on this movie. And he's only in the movie for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, not the whole movie, but great movie. I really like this movie a lot. It's fun from beginning to end. Is it appropriate for kids? Probably not. But as you get older, I mean, there's just some classic scenes of Belushi smacking the guitar against the wall. To the food fight, to the the flounder shoots the gun and the horse dies. Just some amazing moments in this movie. It's so much fun to watch. I'm glad my wife put this on the list because I love to watch this. I could be having a really bad day, throw this movie, and it always puts you in a good mood. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. So, first one I watched, this was actually on April Fool's Day, was Animal House. The second movie in the challenge I've watched so far, and that is the Poseidon Adventure. Again, another movie. I have to thank my mom for this because my mom's the one who introduced me to this movie when I was a kid. And I fell in love with it. Again, I've told you before, that I love disaster movies. So this is definitely a disaster movie. It's on the sea. It's, you got people in peril. This is a lot of fun. Essentially, if you've never seen this before, what this movie is, it's about the SS Poseidon. She's on her last voyage. There's an earthquake that happens, which creates this rogue 300-foot wave. The wave hits the ship and flips the ship over. So basically, what's up is down and down is up. So it's all Gene Hackman stars in this. Gene Hackman's awesome. This movie was it Roddy McDowall? Is it right? Shelley Winters, Ernest Borgnine, Red Buttons. It was Roddy McDowall. Yeah, I mean, it's an all-star cast. It's a lot of fun. It's the first movie I ever saw Gene Hackman in. I became a big fan of him after this movie. And I started watching The French Connection and all of his other movies. I mean, he was Lex Luthor or Superman. I really like him as an actor. I always have since this movie. But it's just great watching these characters and, as they go along trying to maneuver around an upside-down ship, trying to get towards they're trying to head towards the engine room and the propeller shaft, it's the thinnest amount of metal because they're hoping to get out there, they can get rescued. And it's a great movie. This movie's made in the 70s, and the special effects look just as good now as they do in some of the more modern movies. And actually, they look better because they're real. They're not digital. This is all real, like, practical special effects. This movie, the water rushing in, things being submerged, explosions, fire. Matter of fact, they used to do Universal Studios. They used to have I think it was Universal Studios, even though this is a Fox movie. I believe it was Universal Studios. They had a section where you could go in. It was like the Poseidon Adventure. You could see a part of the movie in there, and they had explosions going, water coming down, everything like that. It was good times. It's a really, really fun movie. They did make a remake of this movie called Poseidon. It had Kurt Russell and a bunch of other people in it. It was good, but not as good as this one. There's also an actual sequel to this movie called Beyond the Poseidon Adventure, which actually stars Michael Caine and Sally Field and Telly Savalas, which is a really good movie. It's right, but it's a little more dated than this one. I don't know why. Like as I watched both of them, I actually own both of them. So I watched both these yesterday, and I felt the second one, believe it or not, was a little more. It's still fun to watch, but it felt a little more dated than this one. This one's just, I mean, Leslie Nielsen's in this movie, plays the captain of the ship. It's just a lot of fun. every time I get a chance to watch this movie, I really love watching this movie. And again, this is something my mom introduced me to as a kid. She's like, "You want to see something fun? Let's watch this." And I've been a massive fan ever since then. I own it on VHS. I own it on DVD. I have it on Blu-ray. This is one of my favorites. Gosh, if they ever came with a 4K of this thing, I think I'd go bonkers. But this, now, with both these movies said, I'm going to do my red vines. So my red vines on this, my red vine thing, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, 9.5, 9. These are two of my all-time favorite movies. If I ever get around to someday doing my top 100 movies of all time, I guarantee you both these movies are on that list. But I really do enjoy these movies, and they were a lot of fun to watch. So that's it for this review. It's a real quick review of the 2 movies I've watched so far. Leave me some comments down below. Are you guys doing the challenge? If so, what movies you've watched so far? Let's get a conversation going. Let's talk about these movies so far, because there's a lot of stuff I'd really like to talk to people about. So again, thank you guys all for watching. I really, truly appreciate it. Click the like button if you enjoyed the video. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos by me, Big D. The bell will notify you when I do put up new videos. I would do one of these every week to kind of update you what I got going on, but don't hesitate to reach out to me if you want about other movies you've watched. I'm happy to talk to you about them because I'd love to talk to you about them. Otherwise, keep watching these movies out there. Once you're watching them, let me know which ones you've watched, and we'll keep going. We'll see how this all goes. So, again, thank you guys all for watching. Everybody take care, and please be safe out there. Always keep hunting, regardless of what type of hunting it is. And as always, live long and prosper. Bye.